Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I took this denim shirt and gave it a little bit of an upgrade. As you can see, it's kind of outdated. It's a little bit baggy. I don't like the sleeves. It's really outdated. So here's my inspo pick. I'm going to turn it into a shacket or a shirt jacket. First, I took it, laid it out, and cut the collar off. Then I cut down the side of the shirt just along the seam because it was a little big, and so I knew it probably needed to be taken in just a little bit. And then I cut the sleeves off too. I drew my Raglan pattern onto the shirt. I used just whatever one I had, and then I cut it out. This denim that the shirt is made out of is super duper stretchy, so I just used a Raglan shirt pattern made for knits. I drew the back of the shirt pattern onto the back, and you can see there's a little bit of a yoke at the top, and I just kind of ignored it and traced right through it and then cut that out too. It's a little bit thicker, so you have to be a little bit more careful, but it worked out just fine. This is going to be the fabric I'm going to use for the sleeves. It's a stretchy jersey knit that I just found at the Walmart discount bin. I think it was probably $4. I really liked it. I liked the color of it, and I thought it would work out perfect. So I'm tracing the long sleeved pattern piece onto the fabric, making sure to put my notches in so I know the front from the back, and then I cut it out. This is one of the reasons I love Raglan sleeves so much. They're so easy to install. You just pin the front of the shirt to the front of the sleeve and the back of the shirt to the back of the sleeve. And there's no sleeve to set in. It just pins right there. It's the easiest thing, and I love them so much. So you see I'm laying the back of the shirt over, and then I'm just pinning the back part to the back of the sleeve. See, this is what it looks like when it's all pinned together, and then you just sew right there on the seams. Then you place it right sides together and match up the sides of the arms, and you pin it all the way down to the armpit and down through the body of the shirt down to the hem. Once you do it to both sides of the shirt and you stitch it closed, it's a good idea to try it on just to see how you like it. So I tried mine on. I was liking it. Still, it's a little long. I'm gonna have to take some off the length, but I'm just trying it on and seeing what's going on. Right here I'm deciding about how much I want to take off, and so I think I brought it all the way up to just right under the lowest button. And then I decided to take some off the sleeves too and put a cuff on instead. So there you have it. This is where I'm going to cut off the length, and it's about, I think it's about 3 inches I cut off the bottom. So I just line it up because I want to make sure I get it all straight across, and I make my line with some Tailor's chalk and use my clear ruler, and it helps me establish a really good guideline to cut on. And then I take my rotary cutter just because I feel like I can get a better, more precise edge with it, and I cut that off. And then I measure up, I think it's 3 inches on the sleeves, and I cut 3 inches off both the sleeves as well. Okay, I need to do the neck. And to do that, I need to measure it. So I just take my measuring tape and I measure all the way around the neck. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take 85% of that measurement. So it involves a little math. You can do it however you want, but I did 85% of that measurement. And then I took that bottom portion I cut off of the shirt, and I think I did a little over an inch. I might have done 2 inches. I think I did 2 inches maybe of a band. Well, just like a piece of fabric. And this is really stretchy. Keep in mind, this is super stretchy denim. So it's gonna work more like a knit. And then I just pin it on all the way around. I did mark the middle markings, the middle mark of the back and the middle mark of the band too that I made, this little band. And then I pin it on and I'm gonna sew it on. I think I sewed it with like a 1/2 inch seam allowance on this. And I'm making it like a binding. I'm just doing like a neck binding. Okay, once I have it sewed on, then I brought it back over, and I have a little portable ironing board, and I love to use it for stuff like this. So I just ironed that seam allowance up so that it'd be easier to press over, because this is like not gonna be a typical neck band. It's a binding, so it's just kind of there to add shape and structure. Once I have it all pressed nice, then I'm gonna take it over to my machine and do a top stitch all the way around. Okay, so in my inspo pick, there was pockets. My shirt only had 1 pocket, so I went and I made another pocket, and then I was making pocket flaps, and this is just kind of what I did. You can do it however you want to. The shape really is irrelevant. This is just what I did. This is just a little bit of my process that I went through. I made sure all the corners were really nice and sharp, and then I top stitched them to give them a little more professional look, and then I sewed them on. So I'm measuring the sleeve right here so I know how big to make the band. And here I have my band. I think I did them, well, because what I cut off was 3 inches, so I think I did them 6 inches because they're gonna be doubled over, and then I just put them on. So now I'm hemming up the bottom. I hemmed it up a 1/2 inch, and I just pressed it in, and then I took it to my machine and sewed it. My inspo pick had buttons, so you know I had to add buttons. Here's a little before, so you remember. And here it is after. I freaking love it. I love it so much more than I thought I would. I was really shocked. I was like, okay, this is super cute. And I love that I can wear it as a jacket like this, or I can button it up, and I could even wear it as a shirt. I have a shirt underneath it, but I really think I could wear it as a shirt too. Mind you, here in the desert where I live, it's hot a lot of the time, but if I go visit my parents up north, I could definitely wear this as a shirt. I love the little bands that I put on. I'm really happy that I did that rather than just hemming it. I think it gives it a little more of like a sporty look, which I just love. And that's it. I'm really pleased with how it came out. For more DIY fashion inspo, you can follow me on Instagram at KoiTeekMade or my blog, koiteekmade.com. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.